Alright, y'all, this is my first bottle of ink that I'm gonna open myself and use it. And it is called Sweet Love Pink. And it is in the shape of a stiletto heel. Is that not gorgeous? This vivid pink ink was first released in January of 2010. We are reviving this ink in our heel-shaped bottle, but be careful of this sweet pink temptation. It can be addictive. We respectfully present this to all of you who can never have enough pink. In English on one side and Japanese on the other. All right. Then I'm going to use this Cup of Ambition tea cozy thing, or tea bag rest, to put my glass pen on. Now I got this from Art Outfitters, which is a local craft store. And then I got the ink and these other things from Vanness, which they gave me a sticker there, so I kind of have that up there. But this ink is actually made by, it's Ink Tells More. This is the box. BunGuBox. Made in Japan. Sweet Love Pink. Came in this box and it had a little triangle spot. There's only one way that the ink goes in there, so it's not going to be floating around in there. And a little triangle spot where that paper was. I will be storing the ink in the box because once I start getting a lot of ink, I think I'm really going to need to have squares, to store things. But this beautiful glass pen, the reason I wanted this is because if you'll notice, it's got the little grooves. It has little grooves on the end. That should grab a hold of some ink and allow me to at least swatch a little bit and then write what it is on here and not have to literally put it in one of my fountain pens and then have to clean that out, so that is going to happen. I'm going to put it into one of my fountain pens, but I just wanted to, this is a swatch book where you can see what it looks like, and this is a whole lot easier and easier to clean up than a whole fountain pen. I also did notice that someone showed where you could take the nib of a fountain pen and just dip it in the ink, and then you'd be able to see how that nib works. This has orange ink in it, and look, looks like it's, I'm storing it right side up. Huh. That makes you go, huh. That's an oldie. All right. Well, I'm literally going to open this. I've never opened one before, and I wonder if there's it's just right there. Oh my gosh, it really is pink. Here we go. This is my very first time to ever use fountain pen ink. Oh my gosh, what a just a neat thing. A neat thing, and this is called Sweet Love Pink. Sweet Love Pink. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Oh, it's all coming down. Okay, I'm gonna have to spread that out a little bit. Apparently I didn't need to dip it as much as I did. I am learning. It is just gorgeous. Now, I'm not necessarily going to use this glass pen to write with. I mean, it is definitely just to swatch with. Bring all this ink over. Go ahead and fill up this bottle. Fill up this little bottle with ink. And then I think, like right now, it looks pretty red. But like there, it looks pretty pink. Sweet Love Pink. Sweet Love Pink from Ink Tells More. Ink Tells More. And then, I don't know how to say that. BunGuBox. Okay. I'm going to close that up. Set it right there in my Dolly Parton Cup of Ambition tea bag holder. I knew that would come in handy. And close that puppy up. And and let that dry. That's going to be gorgeous. That's going to be gorgeous. All right. My very first time of doing regular ink. I didn't think there were very many firsts left, but that really made it easy. And then I'll just go rinse that off. Make sure that you get not waterproof ink to put in your fountain pen so that you can just go wash it off. Waterproof, like the stuff like India ink, make sure you stay away from that. I mean, I gravitated right to that when I was at one of the big, box stores, and they don't realize that the ink that they've got for sale there is only for dip pens, not for fountain pens, because you can't get it out of there. So I learned that, and I didn't make that mistake already. I'm really glad I watched Goulet pens, Goldsmith pens. Drew, that used to work at Goulet pens, he has taught me a lot, and he's the one who this Kaweco Perkeo was on his top 10 list of beginner pens, and so I wrote those top 10 down, and I'm taking his recommendations, and I've gotten a few that are on his list. So there you go. There's my very first swatching of fountain pen ink, Sweet Love Pink from Ink Tells More in the whatever BunGuBox, and I know somebody's going to tell me how that is pronounced. I hope y'all have an excellent day. That was absolutely wonderful, and I'm going to do more.